No. Keep it going.
This
is what it should be. Let me rant like Kanye. That guy doesn't make any sense. The guy's worth, he's a millionaire. Maybe if I just blather on, people think that guy is crazy, he needs some money. Hi, come with me. Runaway Moon is the story of a young runaway who's decided she's had enough. She wants to make her life better. She's sick of living the rough life. So, Mooney's decided she wants a better life for herself, but she doesn't really know how that's going to happen. As sometimes wonderful things fall into your lap, and a crazy young woman called Kitty falls into Mooney's lap. Also, along with Kitty, falls a huge amount of money that Kitty has stolen from her dodgy boss. So both of these girls want to get the hell out of town. They've got all sorts of bad guys chasing them. They're all alone, their phones don't work. What are they going to do? They team up together to get the hell out of town in one single night, and that is the story of our web series. 5 episodes. You can watch them one at a time if you like, but you will find them so suspenseful, so entertaining, you're just gonna wanna have to see the next episode to find out what happens next. How are these two plucky girls gonna get out of this situation, you'll find yourself saying at the end of each episode? Is this all my brilliant idea? I wish I could say it was, but it's not. Ladies and gentlemen, the genesis of this fantastic adventure on which you're about to embark sprung from the mind of our lead actor, Hannah Gabriella. I'm just the chump director. So, this way. Oh man, lots of different things, but I guess I fell in love with the story straight away. I know it's a cliche, but it really felt like that. It's about a section of society that just doesn't get treated with dignity on screen. Ever. Very rarely, at least, anyway. It's always through this hazy, filtered viewpoint of like pity. It's pity porn. It's always look at the poor homeless girl. It becomes an issue film. Because what I like about Runaway Moon, and Hannah brought it to me, I was like, it's an adventure story. It's some kids, they get into some trouble over some money. But the lives that they're living before that happens is really dark, sort of murky stuff, but it doesn't occur to them. And that's totally Hannah. Because Hannah lived this life and got out, and it's just, I think these characters are really can be a really wonderful example of people. The strongest, most heroic people I know are the people who've had to fight tooth and nail, just to survive. And I like to make heroes out of people that we pass in the street and ignore all the time. Not the guy in the iron suit, or the chemically enhanced super soldier or whatever the hell, but the regular people, the kids, the down and out kids, that girl that you walk past and she asks you for change and you pretend you don't see her. That girl's a fucking hero because compared to everyone else, she's got nothing, yet she pushes on. And the characters in this film, they laugh and they're alive and they're real people. They don't ever stop. They don't have time to stop and mope and say, woe is me. And so the camera, we don't have time to stop and look at them and say, hey audience, look at the poor homeless girl. Isn't this sad? Isn't this a bad thing that happens in the world? No. We just have to run and try to keep up with these guys. Because they're living not just on the edge, man. They're living with 2 feet dangling over the edge. And we gotta keep up. I'm pretty lucky. There was a time, I think, where I could have really veered left and gone down a really, really dark road. For some reason though, I don't know, I was lucky. I had something going on in myself that pulled me out of that place. My parents always told me you've got a roof over your head, so I was always safe. And I always had a couple of good friends who were a good influence on me. But not every kid is so lucky. I'm sick of the way we section off people into groups. And we put labels on them, and those labels then define them. I think going to the audience and pitching the story directly to the people that we want to tell the story to, I think that's the best thing you can do. If it doesn't work, then your story didn't work. We're not pitching to a couple of people in an office who go away and look through a bunch of applications. We're not asking permission of anyone to go out and make this. We're gonna go do this whether we get the money for this budget or not. All right, I'll take the money from my next freelance job and I'll pour it into this project, and we'll run out and we'll shoot this anyway and do it uncensored. It has to be done our way. Because these kids' lives, it's completely stripped of artifice. There's no safety net for these kids. They live life at the extreme. They're not safe anywhere, which means they're not safe from the harsh truths of the world, and so this story cannot be safe. I think people are gonna love it for that. So by us crowdfunding and asking the audience, which is you watching this video right now, like you're the audience that we want to speak to, we're saying, hey, we're gonna make this thing and we want to show it to you. Now, we don't have all of the money to make this. Making is expensive business, you know. We're gonna do this pretty low budget. You know, I know how to get a lot for my dollar on screen, but we're coming to you directly and saying, hey, is this a thing you want to see? And if you say yes, we go, well, then chuck us $5 and you get to see it. It's like buying a ticket in advance. You're not giving us a donation. You're participating in getting it made. I love me some Netflix, right? I can't wait to go home and watch the rest of Daredevil. I love that stuff, but that stuff is made by big multinational corporations who are deciding what you're gonna watch. And yeah, it's the aging punk rock idealist in me that thinks the entertainment, the art, and the culture that people consume, the control of that should be in the hands of the people. Not a bunch of billionaires behind a desk deciding what demographics we all fit into and then creating content for us. Because we're not. You want me to wrap this up? You want me to wrap this up? I can edit this down. This is a chance to have a direct say in what you sit down and watch on a Wednesday night over dinner. Instead of flicking through Netflix and going, oh, there's nothing good on, you can say,
Runaway Moon's on.
Runaway Moon's on. And hell yeah, I gave them $20. Got my t-shirt. That's fucking awesome.